Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be discussing what is going on within and inside the Inauguration Day. For some reason, I was not supposed to do a video. Then I asked my guys, I'm like, hey, listen, I normally do a video. Should I do a video? And they're like, nah, you don't really need to, go to sleep, whatnot. And then I was like, I'm here. I'm setting up anyway. I'm going to do a video regardless. And they're like, you know what? You should. And they told me you're going to do a video called the eyes inside. I don't know what that means. It is that there's eyes inside. They use the word eyes with an S at the end. I don't know if that means one person with two eyes, or that means more than one person with eyes. So I don't know exactly what they're telling me about, but we're going to delve right into this. If you now have watched my other videos regarding the inauguration date and the 19th, highly recommend you go and do so. I don't know exactly when inauguration, the victory rally going to be starting. So I might upload this probably around like 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm assuming. I will be probably most likely will be going live or trying to go live on Monday. I don't really have a lot of faith in that, only because the Wi-Fi is very crappy, and I want to be able to give you guys the best connection. And so I will keep that up in the air. But worst case scenario, I will do my very best. And the worst case scenario, I will just have you guys submit questions, which you can also put them in the comment section below, and I will add them into that video. So anyway, besides the point, this video is being recorded on, you guessed it, Sunday, January 19th at 2:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as and when this video in particular is being recorded. This video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only, so that is the main purpose of this video. Everything I say in this video is just for life purposes only and for entertainment. Now, if you have not already, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. The longer you watch this video, you'll tell an algorithm, hey, listen, I like this video, show me more content like this. That you'll see my content, you'll see other second tarot card reader content, but you will also see other astrologers. So engage with the content in some formality, whether you're liking, whether you're subscribing, whether you're hitting the bell icon, whether you're commenting or watching this video for a longer duration than what you have in the past. So if you do one of those things, you're engaging with the content. And it helps not only my channel grow, but also helps you align your algorithm with what you want to see. So anyway, with that being said, if you want to follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group because you're not being notified when I do upload, or you want to have a direct line or connection to me, go in the description below and you can follow those below. Alright, so let's begin. I'm not going to waste your time because I don't like wasting nobody's time, but there's a lot to get through today. For you guys, if you have not already or you don't know anything about numerology, I highly recommend you go and get this book. I got this on I almost said Best Buy, Barnes and Nobles at Buzz Noble, whatever it's called, and really good. I think it's like $16 I paid for this. It's like a soft cover book. I want to be using this in a lot of my videos. At least I'm going to try to, the best of my ability, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's do this thing. Now, if you guys have watched my other videos in the past, I said that Harris was going to be the 49th president. I just watched her today sign her name on the desk, like a tradition that was started in the 1940s of vice president signing their name on the desk, that they've been here, almost like graffiti. And she said she was the 49th vice president of the United States. I did not know that. I don't know if Spirit was telling me, oh, she's the vice president of the United States and she's 49, or they were telling me, oh, no, she will also be the 49th president. Don't really necessarily know how that's going to work out, but we'll explore that at a later date, unless it shows up in this reading. Then there's that. But anyway, let's begin. I'm not wasting your time, because we are already 4 minutes in, and I don't like that. Okay, so let's see. Got a new mat. I don't like the white color, but I figured today would be better for white because it'll make the colors pop. At least that's what I'm intending for. Alright, so spiritual angels tell me the eyes inside is what you said. You said there was eyes inside Inauguration Day on January 20th. Okay, they told me we're doing it January 19th first. Jesus. Why is it that, every time I try to do something, we always have to go back. Alright, so let's see. January 19th. It is the accurate cards. Okay, they're telling me they're actually could have given it to me as I speak. Could they say I talk a lot? So thank you, that's insulting. Then you starting to hear them in my head. They're like, no, we don't mean it like that. They're really trying to cover their butt. Okay. Anyway, besides the point. Going in with the first card here, this is January 19th. We have the Ace of Wands reversed, which means leadership in reverse, followed by Great Fortune upright, which is the Nine of Pentacles, followed by Leaving, which is the Eight of Cups reverse. We have the Five of Swords upright, walking away, but one remains. We have here the Manifestation of the Magician card, making some sort of illusion. Then we have here the High Priestess card reverse. That is kind of like the Joe Biden card, but in this aspect, it indicates something else that I'm not aware of. So this is January 19th. Can you kind of give us a further explanation? Okay, they're telling me I need to use another deck as well. So here's the Ace of Cups. So there's something that's outpouring on the 19th. They're telling me to use this deck, the Tarot version, Tower of the New Vision. So we're going to use this because it kind of gives us from a different perspective, and that's exactly what we need to know. We need to know that other's perspective. Now, I was going to do a video on like the big miracle if there was going to be one, but I was like, nah. Because you know what? If there was going to be a miracle, it would show up in these cards. Right? I'm not going to try and do like, oh, a video like that. We did plenty of those videos. I'm not going to push it further. If it's going to come in, it'll come in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'm not going to make you feel like you're being led astray here. I'm being openly and honest with you. If it comes in, it'll come in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, so Spirit Angels tell me about January 19th. You said there were eyes inside. The eyes inside January 19th. What the hell does that mean regards to Trump? What does that mean? You told me to focus on the 19th first in regard to his inauguration. What way are we putting this? Like this? Yeah. What? Okay. Should we keep shuffling? Okay, you tell me to keep shuffling. January 19th. The eyes inside. What do the eyes see? Okay. I'm seeing a monkey. I'm seeing a monkey, and it's showing me Wicked. The movie Wicked again. If you have not watched my Wicked channeling, I highly recommend you go and do so. If you are familiar with The Wizard of Oz and the story of The Wizard of Oz, I highly recommend you go and watch it if you have not already. You know like how the monkeys are flying with their wings and everything? They're going in multiple different directions, flying in multiple different ways and aspects. What to call it? That is kind of like what this card indicated to me. It indicated the monkey, the flying monkey, the spy. The reason why the flying monkeys had wings was because they were considered the spies for the wizard. The wizard was using spy as a form of what to call it, to keep close contact to me. I can't even speak English. My God. Okay, so what I'm saying is, for the movie Wicked, they used a monkey, and the monkey has wings on it. It was caused by the Wicked Witch of the West, Alphabet, which is the witch. And essentially, she was tricked by the wizard to put the spell on the monkeys and make them into their personal spy, unknowingly knowing what was happening. She did not have the intention to do it on purpose. She thought that she had to expose herself to the to show that she herself is, what do you call it, capable, is powerful, right? That she could prove her worth. But what she didn't realize, the wizard already knew her worth and was exploiting that worth. Why is this significant coming in through the Two of Pentacles? The Two of Pentacles is talking about and indicating spies within the American people. Spies. I'm getting drones. So there's a possibility that those drones were actually spies, or they could have been, and that they were just a key indicator of something that was use as a way to keep track or locate certain things. So I wonder if there's something here with the drones. Now we talked about the drones in the past, and they were being something that would be brought forward by corporations. You know, if you want to go watch that video, scroll down in my video list, you'll see a whole list video on that. But I'm seeing like spies here. Maybe it might not be drones. It might just be like, again, like some of you guys might suggest in the comment section right now. It could be Elon Musk because he's related to technology and spying. But I'm seeing here that I'm seeing spies for behind the scenes here. But let's just keep going. So let's keep going. Okay, so we have here, this is what I think we see out in the open. If I'm correct, this is the correct layout. So this would be what we see out in the open. This is what the eyes see from behind, from the inside, right? The eyes from the inside. This is what they see. This is what we see. Okay? It could be flipped. I'm not exactly sure what the layout they're giving me, but I'm assuming this is the eyes inside. Okay, that's my assumption only. Okay, so this is the Ace of Wands reversed, and that is telling me here something with leadership here. So this is normally talking about the impeachment. Something regarding the impeachment here, saying, oh, they couldn't remove me, blah, 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 you know, I'm still here, I'm still standing, the investigation was flawed, that's why they couldn't get it, they can't go after me, they couldn't get me, because I never actually committed crimes, etc., etc. So definitely expect a lot of what Trump been doing to drift in and all those type of situations, that Trump will just be talking about how he got away with a lot of things and how he was lucky to be where he is. This would be more of like an effort and a victory rally where he talked about an analogy, the things that he been through as a way of strength in that aspect. He's using his own personal experience as a way to relate to the people and say, hey, listen, I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't turn my head 1 inch over. Like that. That is literally what he's talking about. He's talking about how he wouldn't be in this type of situation, how life and the deep state tried to stop him in a way. And so he's going to hound on this, on Victory Day. On Victory Day, yeah, that's really what it is. And then here we have is the Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups is that I'm not leaving you because I was committed to the cause. I was committed to you and I hope that you don't leave me. Right? That is also what something that he is likely to say. We have the Five of Swords. Right? There will be things that he will say that will cause people to leave, but by that point there's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can do because they chose him. So I wonder if he loses supporters based on things that he says during the rally. Like he says, like maybe people voted for him for a specific campaign promise. He rolled that back in the victory rally, and that I don't support him anymore. He lost my vote. He lost my vote. You know what I mean? That could be what this card could be indicating. Now, it's followed by the Magician card. The Magician card is thing that he's going to do, he's wielding his power. He's wielding his power. He's going to try and wield power early. Right? This is the Magician card. Wielding power. Say, this is what I'm going to do. You know, they can't stop me. They can't arrest me. There's nothing they can do. Blah, blah. That is the Magician card reversed. What is followed by the next card here, which is the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess card is reversed. That is a card to me that indicates, and normally it indicates the Biden card, but this also means the Constitution. So he is going to do whatever he can to disobey the Constitution. So here we have my books of random things that I wrote down on this index card. I tried shuffling this, making this into an index card, but it did not work. But the way we're going to do this is I'm going to actually pick out a blue card randomly that represents the color of this card because I feel like I need an extra meaning, so I'm going to pick out this card. Actually, that's a light blue, so I'm going to actually say this is probably aqua, because we have dark blue, then we have aqua. Let me see, can I get the aqua out? Yes, okay. So there's something here with yes. So maybe there's a confirmation to this, that maybe the High Priestess card is saying that there's a yes to something. And so we have the Magician card reversed. What exactly is he trying to manifest here? We have here special day. And the special day is reversed. That's interesting. So the fact that the special day card comes up reversed for the Magician card is a keynote in itself. Why is that important? Because we're talking about him manifesting something. but like trying to take power early. But why would he do that on this day instead of just waiting 24 hours later? Why not just wait for the special day? The special day is reversed here. And we have yes, define the Constitution, and that's a yes. So maybe it is confirmation he's going to do something that disobeys the blatantly the law of the Constitution and its ability to create a solid government or a form of it. Okay, so under the Ace of Wands here, which is the investigating card, what is being seen behind the scenes now? What is being seen behind the scenes on January 19th? What do the eyes see? Right? When I say the eyes, I'm talking about people from within, because that is what the main topic of today's video is, based on what my guide told me, that we're going to be taking a perspective from those from within. Basically, essentially, these are spies from within. Trump does have spies within his own camp. He doesn't know it, but he does. Because that's what my guy said, that there's spies inside. And that could be as easy as Secret Service. Okay, so we have the Temperance card. This is interesting because this angel is dealing with the two cups. She's pouring and she's creating that sense of balance. But you see from behind of this, behind the wings, what do you see? Well, first you see one piece on land, one piece in water. So there is an emotional element here, grounded in emotion. So maybe there can be some group of people who are just grounded. There are going to be some who are heightenedly emotional, and there are going to be some who are even out. Some points people will be emotional, some people won't be emotional. They'll be grounded, but they can also that equilibrium here. We do also have here trophies. I'm seeing trophies, so this is talking about trophy, achievement, right? Life, being able to accomplish a lot. But really, Trump didn't really accomplish a lot. He just tied into things that were against him and the odds against him, essentially. Here we have the Great Fortune card. This is interesting because the Great Fortune card, is, like we said, it talks about that achievement, him living in great fortune, good luck on his side. What is this card indicating? The Ten of Wands reverse, which normally indicates in a normal retrospect, the struggle, right? The struggle. Right, struggling ahead if it's just upright. It's reversed. What's telling me this person who's working in the background is pushing the labor, doing the work, but it's reversed. What's telling me there is no work. There was no work. There was no accomplishment, like I said. So what did the eyes see from behind it? There was a lack of accomplishment. There was a lack of actual will, a lack of effort in some capacity. Now, under the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups here, which is reversed, which means somebody leaving or not wanting to leave, we have here the spies. The spies in disguise. Really the spies in disguise, right? But it also sounds like spies in disguise as well. So I'm going to repeat it back here. Spies in disguise and spies in the skies. Sound very similar, but two very different words. But this is the Two of Pentacles. And what do you see in front of the guy who's casting this thing? You see Chief ahead of him, right? This is what they're saying. The spy is in the sky, right? They're watching him. And look who's watching him but not paying attention. Those are the chiefs. Those are his supporters. Those are his cult, right? Now, we talked about this before when I was doing my video not too long ago, but on January 7th, 2025, I kept saying that there was somebody on the roof and it's like Secret Service where something gets shot, but then it doesn't get shot. Like something gets redacted or like something gets halted. But I also said that there was a storm. There's going to be a storm in DC that day, a major Nordic blast. Going to be the coldest December in 40 years. And not to mention that at all that same point there, is that it's going to be taking place inside, which we are going to explore what is going on inside after we talk about January 20th, because I want to know what is happening inside the inauguration. That's going to be important. But that spy is in the sky was telling me that there could be somebody who's watching him from a building or from maybe the top of a roof or something like that. It could even be top of the ceiling, something as simple as that. It could be so simple in retrospect because this is the age of Aquarius. It could be as simple as a camera on a building or in a building, like security camera. It could be as simple as that. There's many ways and many avenues in which this could take place. It nonetheless is still considered a spy. Now, with this being said and going back to the cards once again, follow each other back into the High Priestess card. This time, the High Priestess is upright, no longer reversed. So the reverse card means the Constitution. This is what we see out in the open. What did the spy know behind the scene? What did the eyes see behind the scene? Well, this is the High Priestess card upright. And here you see two people from two different color backgrounds, right? And they're praying. They're like nuns, right? But they're two opposites. So we have the nun in black, right, by a white pillar. You have the woman in white by a black pillar. What does this mean? This means an illusion of light, an illusionment of light, right? For those who believe that those who are good are actually bad and those who are bad are actually good. That's their illusionment that has been cast upon them. Now, what is in the center here? We have the who. Who, who. I don't know why I did that, but that might have triggered some of you guys, which is good because that means that you might have gotten a psychic channel or a vision temporarily. I think some of you guys actually did get that vision. But in front of you, you see the woman, you see this woman, you see her sitting down, but behind her, you see this owl, the who, right? Who. We have the spy here, right? The spy is looking, they're in disguise, right? But here, they're looking for the spy. Who, right? Interesting, right? Now, going in underneath the magician card, we have is followed by the moon card reversed. The moon card is indicating to me someone is walking towards them, right? We didn't see this from a different perspective. We are so busy looking at, what do you call it? The two dogs, the wolf and the dog and the crab. We don't see the person coming from behind and they're looking to strike. They're looking to strike, but look at what's going in the building. The crows. And what I'm very interested about crows, they're a highly intelligent species, but they're always willing to protect the one that protects them, right? That is what's interesting. These are going between the two towers. The towers have not crashed, but this card is reversed, which means that there is a revelation. Somebody coming and they're coming to possibly strike, right? But I don't know if it's happening just yet because it could be saying because this is reversed here, it's not the special day maybe. Maybe the special day this might take place on January 20th was it Trump's special day, right? Because that could explain why the magician card is reversed. Because once this card goes upright, this person may strike. Whoever this is, this person might strike. Again, everything in this video just for entertainment purposes only and for life purposes only. Now, underneath the High Priestess card reverse, we're just talking about the Constitution and what we see out in the open being blatantly abused. Underneath here, we have the Hanged Man. What does the eye see behind the scene? We have someone being hanged, and you see people touting it. But what does this look like? It looks like a Nazi symbol. When you start to look at it, it looks like the Nazi symbol. But it also looks like the letter Z. Why is the letter Z so important? Well, the letter Z in Debra, for example, not in the actual animal Debra, but the letter Z in Debra, signifies Russia. It signifies the movement, the Nazi fascism and nationalistic viewpoint of Vladimir Putin and those who are associated with him and those who follow his type of leadership or oligarchy system. We have the Hanged Man here. That is what that's coming through here. So yeah, there could be an abuse of power between the oligarchies, what that could be indicating here. The American oligarchy, the rich tech bros, but this could also be indicating something entirely different as well. This could be indicating that, hey, listen, the people might go after what they see eventually. This could be the final outcome card. We don't know exactly what that means yet. But this card could also indicate, there could be a possibility at some point in time that we might witness that this could be the end of the Constitution, that people are willing to tear it down and hang it upside down. That is something that yet to be remained. Who is the individual that's being hanged? Is it the Constitution or is it the oligarchy that is trying to do away with the U.S. Constitution and its founding as a nation? Now, we do have this thing again. I'm going to pick the color red for the pants because we don't have the color green. So red is going to be the color here. And what is the card? We have air. So maybe possibly, again, like I said, there's a spy and there's an air here. So what does the air mean, Spirit? So they're telling me there's something, telling me that there is an abbreviation for something. There's an abbreviation, whether with the word A, I, or R. But specifically, I'm hearing R, I, A. So RIA. So something with the name RIA. Let me see if I can look this up. Not that I'm not that I'm aware of it, but it'll be kind of interesting to see what RIA means. What does RIA mean? A long, narrow inlet formed by partial submersion of a river valley. What does RIA stand for? A registered investment advisor firm is a company that provides financial advice and management services to clients primarily focused on investment, wealth, and management. They could be talking about what's it called, government efficiency agency, possibly led by Musk and Vic Ramaswamy, whatever his name is. Yeah, I think that could be what that means. I'm gonna see if what does it stand for government. Okay, it means in government, global indicators of regulatory governance. This database contains documents related to regulatory impact assessment, RIA, issued by or for national government or publications studying RIA as applied to government worldwide. I have no idea what that even means. What that means. Yeah, I don't know. But apparently it had to do something with the global. It had to do actually, believe it or not, the U.S. dollars actually is related to the RIA. So the amount as of right now when we're recording this, it says here this is the U.S. dollar amount per its own value. So possibly this could be like we said, it could be a multitude of different things. It could be all those reasons. It could be the oligarchy. It could be talking about investment firms. It could be talking about a whole bunch of crap that we just talked about like a moment ago. Now, the last card here, which is going to further clarify the air card, I'm getting trans. So trans is a very important card because transgenders, like the reason why I put the word trans here, because trans is a very important word because it means something changes, something completely goes from one way into the opposite way, or vice versa. This could also mean transactions, right, or transition. Something like that, transaction. So possibly the air transaction, maybe there is transaction regarding money. So I think that is what that is telling me here. I think that is what is key highlighting. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, what this is being said and what everything means. We'll find out pretty soon, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, so is there anything else we need to add? Okay, they do want me to show you the bottom of each deck. This is the bottom of the first deck. Well, the second deck, which is the eyes. What did the eyes see? The defeat of an incumbent or defeating of somebody, the ending of something. And we have here someone coming in last second. So someone coming in last second. Don't know exactly what this is or what this could possibly mean, but someone does come in a big role here. And that could be what is coming in through this day on the January 20th. And then here on the bottom of this deck, we have the Ace of Cups reverse, right? So that is what I'm getting for January 20th. You guys let me know if you like those cards, the index card being written down. I just chose them randomly, but if you do like them, I will just sit down and make more. Just suggest some random words to add into the deck, and I will add them in, and then, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be blueberry. I don't care. Just write down, give me like at least 5 words. 5 words. Or even sentences, I do not care. Just tell me, write this down in that cards, and I will write them down. Because if you help me out, it's a lot easier. So anyway, we're going to do January 20th and kind of see what's going on there. We're going to do the same setup again, and then we're going to finish off with what's happening on Inauguration Day. Well, not what's happening on Inauguration Day, but like what's the big thing that's coming, so to speak, and see if maybe we can get extra information, like extra juice out of it, if there is any juice. But it does look like there is juice coming. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Spirit angels tell me on January 20th, which is Inauguration Day, Oh, we're also going to be talking about, that's what I meant. After this, we're going to have to talk about Donald Trump's inauguration being inside, if that has any effects, and what that means long term. Alright, so Spirits and Angels, hi buddy, I love you. You're so cute. Okay, so anyway, besides the point, Spirits and Angels, tell me about January 20th, 2025. January 20th, 2025. Okay, now, we're not taking that. That just came out blatantly. If you want them to come out, show me them again. Alright, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about January 20th, 2025, Inauguration Day. What do we see out in the open, and what don't we see behind the scene regarding what's called the eyes inside. So let's do what you see out in the open. He's confused. He never actually seen me do tarot. Well, he's been on the channel quite a bit. Want to say hi? I love you. Okay. Alright, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about January 20th, 2025. What do we see out in the open going on January 20th, 2025? They're telling me I'm using the wrong deck, so we'll just take this deck and then we'll grab a couple other decks as well. I'm seeing a different deck in my third eye, but we'll use this first. Okay, this happy ending here, we'll see what that means. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something, he's determined. Okay, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about what does the inside eye see? What does the eye from inside see? What does it see? The eyes inside on January 20th, 2025. What does the eyes inside see? What does the eyes inside see? Okay. Ooh, all three cards that we talked about came out. This is like the continuation of the story. So I think it's like January 19th going into January 20th, and it seems to continue the same story, continuation behind the scenes is continuing. What else? What else do we need to know? What's the eyes inside on January 20, 2025, Inauguration Day? They're telling me to keep these here. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. January 20, 2025, the eyes inside. What's going on? Thank you. With the spice setup? Because you want me to, is it like this? Okay, so you're telling me to take this card, put it here, and put this card here. Okay, they're telling me this is correct now, so that is the layout. So this is what we see, what the eyes see from the inside. So these are like spies possibly, and this is what they see. And then, what's it called? This is what we see out in the public. Now they did say that I was using the wrong deck here, so I'm gonna have to go out and just get myself a different deck right this very second. But here we have the Queen of Wands reverse. So this is what's on the bottom of this deck, which is the eyes from the inside, and then what is on this deck here, which is the right away. We have the full card, walking over the cleft, which is pure usual. What deck should we use? Okay, they're telling me to use the Kipper deck. The Kipper. Alright. I'm actually not seeing this deck though. I was seeing the US deck. Should I use this deck or should I use the US deck? Okay, they're telling me to change my mind. I was using the US deck. Okay. I actually never seen a tarot card in this deck before. Never seen it. I have no idea what it even looks like. I assume it looks somewhat like the right away, but you know. That's as much as I know. Actually, this should be up here. I don't like my things getting dirty. I'm a germaphobe, actually. That's why I hate doing this stuff in the bathroom, but I do it for you guys. Okay, so, let's get the last card. I'm missing a card here. Actually, the death card in this deck is actually really cute. Actually, I like the death card. Like, I love the coloration, the photo, everything about it. Okay, so, let's shuffle. Alright, spirits and angels, tell me, what do we see out in the open regarding Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2025? This is all raw footage. Like, this is not even edited at all. I don't really edit a lot of my videos because I'm, first of all, like, I just rather keep it transparent and honest with you guys. And if I did edit, it's probably just because I either had some technical difficulties or I slurred my speech by a lot, whatever it is. But mostly I just keep it raw. Okay. Okay, we have the moon card reversed. Okay, January 20th, 2025. What's going on Inauguration Day? What's happened to be Martin Luther King Day? Okay, we actually have this. We're shuffling with this bad boy. LOL. Okay. Alright, so Spirit Angel tell me about Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2025, regarding Donald Trump's inauguration. What's going on? What do we see out in the open? What do we see out in the open? I think the reason why they're making me use 3 decks is because, well, it's a lot of things happening and a lot of moving parts, and this just further clarifies certain languages and wordings and energies and frequencies I'm seeing. January 20, 2025, Donald Trump inauguration. What is going on? Okay. Is this right? Okay, they're telling me to leave it here. Oh, great. Okay. I'll move reading over because I don't like things on the floor because it's gross and disgusting. Okay. Alright, come on, hurry up. Can I use this? Okay, January 20, 2025. January 20th, 2025. Inauguration Day. Donald Trump. Thank you. Whenever I say Donald Trump, a card comes out. Do you ever notice that? Okay. Another card came out. Thank God for that. Okay. Can I choose the top deck? Okay, and last card for Donald Trump inauguration 2025. Donald Trump getting inaugurated January 20th, 2025. What's happening that day? What do we see out in the open? What's public? I'm hearing the word help. I'm seeing like hospital and blood. I don't know. I don't think anything. You know what? I'm going to keep it an open mind. I'm not going to. And here we have the Trumpers. On the bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Swords, which is like a storm that's coming. Right, you can see the storm, the tornado. The storm that's coming. Okay. Alright, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the cards are. I'm going to try and move back so you guys can see more. Okay. I'll do my very best to showcase everything to you guys. Alright, so let's see, let's read. So again, just to further clarify here, the bottom row, which is this row here, is the eyes. So what does the eyes see? This row is like kind of like what we see out in the public space, the public form. I feel like this might be social media, and this is what we see out in the public, like the news media, the legacy media, so to speak. It's probably the appropriate word in here. Okay, so what do we see? Well, first card that we get here is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a very interesting card because the fact that the Eight of Wands shows up in a specific reading is a key indicator of something that isn't positive is happening around the beginning of January 20th, 2025. So something that isn't of greatest American achievement. It's the reverse of the greatest American achievement. So something is certainly happening that is definitely abnormal, but it's not within technological development. Under the neck card here, which is the neck card on the right side, we have the Princess of Swords, which is our Sarah Huckabee standard. And again, if you look at her photo, you can see that there is a storm outside, heavy wind, right? It's reverse. This is a card that you do not want to get on Inauguration Day. Because why? Why is that important? Because I always said to you guys many times on the channel from the very beginning, when the chair is reversed, it means that you are defeated, you're removed, or you don't take power in some way, or you're removed. This is the Princess of Swords reversed. Now, this is normally the Democrat card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is why I'm a little hesitant to make that determination whether or not Trump is going to take power just yet. I need to really see the rest of the pictures here in order to make a determination, if anything. Because again, this is not a predictive channel, but rather one that is more based on fluidity and the energies that are within the moment. Gotta try to take and read on the most likely outcome at this very point in time. Things can change things can change in 24 hours. Now we do have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is the Great Depression card in the United States of Tarot deck. It is the Five of Pentacles, and this is somebody who is heartbroken, who is lost everything, really lost everything. And the reason why this is significant is because underneath this card, well, in this card here, you see a whole bunch of rocks. And that was the first thing that caught my mind here, is the rocks. Someone that is hard and solid but holds mineral competition. People, for me, I feel like I'm getting told like a pet rock. Like there is personification of things that are inanimate in some way. So there's a personification of inanimate objects. Seeing things that just aren't there, illusionment, right? A disillusioned, stuff like that. Here we have is followed by judgment, freedom, breaking free from the chain, the trumpet. Right, this is important because this is like the slavery card, breaking free from the chains of the slave. This is a very gorgeous card, a very beautiful one, in fact. And this is kind of like the breaking of the chains here, breaking the freedom. The trumpet has been called. Remember when in my challenge I did with my second prediction book, and I gotten in the past that it said that Trump in 2016 blew the trumpet, who was the first one to blow the trumpet, but he blew it in 2016, and it ushered in the age of the darkness, but also of the light. Now we saw the darkness, we're going to see some light being shined in. Now, I don't want you to think, again, like I've been saying many times on the channel, you know, do not instill hope in me, instill hope in you. And by instilling hope in you, no one can ever take that hope away from you. So don't think, oh, Chris, you gave me hope. Listen, I'm not here to give you hope. I'm just reading the energies. I'm telling you what I'm getting. But you yourself, hope relies only in you. I cannot give you that. That is something that you yourself can have and create and hold. That is only yours to keep, and only yours to keep. Underneath the Judgment card, well, the next card over from the Judgment card, we have the Just Saying No card, which is Nancy Reagan, and she is the Queen of Pentacles. But instead of the Queen of Pentacles having the coin on her lap, she kind of has it on her knees, and instead she has a dog on her knees, on her lap, excuse me, the dog on her lap. This is significant because it talks about an act of loyalty. When you look at a dog, you see loyalty. Just saying no. And this is the queen, somebody who's thinking. It has to do with like almost like what's it called, like a drug ring or something. There's some sort of ring here, a connection of people from all swaths of groups and agitators. I don't know if this is indicating the Republicans and their effort is to just say no to everything. We are going to see what that means, because the next card here that follows, and I'm trying to hold on and not fall. The next card that follows here is the polling booth, the election, right? People going out to vote. This is the Trump voters, right? And they are leaving the polling booth. And you see this dog trying to prevent them from falling off the cliff, but they're not looking because the eyes is covered, and they're willing to walk off the cliff, like the polling booth. Right? People going out and voting. Um, this is significant because even though this said just say no, right? I'm seeing like just say no to whatever that comes about. This card is saying, oh, the Trump voters are coming in just saying no to something. They're saying no to something. So they're in a place of denialism here. So whatever's happened on January 20th, they're in a state of denial. There's something that causes Republican voters to be in denial, but Republican leadership to be not in denial. They're like willing to have a position of power and kind of screw their own supporters, essentially, is what it feels like. Now, going in, and before we read what the social media is saying, we're going to read what the eyes are saying. What does the inside of the eyes are saying in regards to all this? So the first card that comes in, which is interesting in itself, we have the, excuse me, I can't see. We have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, again, is that same card. We talked about that spy, right? The spy in the sky. This time it's reversed. And that is significant in itself because it talked about how, okay, so if there's a spy in the sky, well, in this aspect, it's talking about something entirely different. Now, I'm going to ask the card what that means because I feel like there is some sort of underlying meaning, underlying tone that we're not yet captivated by, or we're not yet understanding what the purpose and the meaning is. So we are going to ask the guides and spirits for additional meaning. So spirits will tell me what color. Yellow. They'll tell me yellow. So I look for a yellow card. So whatever yellow card I find or end up landing on, that is going to be the meaning. Okay, they're telling me go to the next yellow card. What this would be the next one right here. What is that one? Oops, yes, stock market. That was on accident, but I guess, you know, that might not actually be on accident. We have here reveal. Okay. So we talked about right before on January 19th, there was a meeting towards the end part of this section on the other reading. It talked about something about like a collection of people coming into some sort of agreement or something regarding RIA, right, with the US dollar, could be monopolies, oligarchies, something like that. But there's a reveal, and it's possible you could be coming from the economy or the stock market. So there is a reveal here that is coming. So this is the highlight. There, anything that's colored is a major arcana, right? Anything that is kind of like white is more of a minor arcana. So it's more of like a minor effect over, and it's being glorified by a major arcana. So that is how I'm reading this. Now I'm going to put this sideways just because I don't have enough room as where I'm reading right now. So that is what the Page of Pentacles is referring to. That although there are spies even in the economic standpoint of things. But these are like investors. Now, the next card here is we have the Hangman reverse, right? And this is interesting because the Hangman reverse when it's, well, actually this is upright. So I guess the other time that we read on it, it was this way. No, actually it was the same way. I think it was the same way, actually. Yeah, the Hangman reverse. So this is a lack of consciousness, a lack of understanding. But this is behind the scenes. So what does this mean, Spirit? I'm hearing the willingness to thrive. There's a willingness to thrive here. So although there's a revelation here, possibly even with a stock market, there's a willingness to thrive. There's something that has to do with thrive here. Because what is coming underneath the Five of Pentacles, was it the public scenery, was it loss, really walking away from something, loss. And here we have the Ace of Swords here, which is behind the scene, the defeat of the incumbent. What is important? Well, we have somebody coming in. Remember, this is the card of someone coming in, right? But this is in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This has always been my card of defeat of the incumbent. But somebody comes into the scene here. So the person who comes in is coming around Inauguration Day or going close to Inauguration Day. I guess there's two people possibly, and it comes in. So this is the Five of Pentacles, and it's the someone who comes in. So someone who's coming into the scenery here. Now, underneath the Judgment card, we have is aided by, funny, kind of same placement the January 19th. We have the storm, the pollution. But what if the storm is significant? Remember, we talked about the storm, right? But what is that storm here? It's being a false illusion. On the sky, when you look at the sky, it looks like a storm. But what is causing it is that illusion of a storm. But it's not really a storm. It's the illusion of it. But what do you see in the back when you see the structure of the building? It reminds me of LA right now. And it's the fact that they're not willing. This guy's not even going to help. He's just standing there looking behind, not even looking what to do and how to defend that building. And it's reversed here. And the fact that that is reversed is indicating that something behind the scenes in terms of not walking away just yet, but something about to blow. So possibly something could blow. Underneath the Queen of Pentacles, we have the King of Chalice. This is the abiding card normally, the King of Cups. It's reversed. What do you see in the background here? You see Noah's Ark, which is interesting. I didn't even know that was even in the deck or even in the card. But you see all these weapons. You see all these weapons behind him. You see all these weapons. And this is interesting because even though the water is rough, you do see dolphins. And this is interesting because dolphins are indicator of a rapist, right? I don't know why I said that. I'm very blunt on the channel. I'll be openly honest with you. But that is what a dolphin in this aspect is indicating. It's indicating that type of energy. Now, this is behind the scenes. So what do they see behind the scenes? Well, what do they see? They see the squirrel, the nut. The person who shoved things in their mouth and hide the evidence, but it's so obvious the evidence is being hidden because it's in the mouth. This is saying that no, that's not how it works. They're put it in a blender and then they're swallowing it so there's no evidence in the mouth. It's not as clear as day. There's hidden elements here that has been blended and has been swallowed down, making it harder to detect. So that is what the spy sees. Now, underneath the polling booth here, which is again, this is a card of election day. So this is my election day card. I'm not kidding you. This is my election day card. I just realized that now. But with the full card upright, which is again election day card in that tarot deck. And then here we have the Ace of Wands, the leadership. Something with leadership. This could be an impeachment, could be an investigation, could be a whole bunch of things. What that could mean. But that has always been my card, either for leadership, could be investigation, could be it could be questions, it could be it could be a whole bunch of things. And here we have the challenge cards here. These are the challenge cards. What are the challenge cards? They became between the Ace of Swords here and the Hanged Man. Now, this is what the spy sees. This is what the eyes inside see. Now, what are the challenges to the Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords? Well, the first challenge card is the King of Pentacles. This is 45. So this is his reign, right? His previous reign. We have the, what to call it? What is that? What kind of bird is that? I think if I'm right, that is the crane. Right? That's the crane. I think that's the word. No, what's that bird that delivers babies? I don't even know. But there is that bird here, and that bird is walking behind the individual, right? But what's in the front of them? You see somebody working on the labor. It's sideways. So what does this mean? It means that in order for the challenge is timing. Timing. There's time is essence of time of the essence here. That is the challenge to the spy, the timing. So we have somebody coming in here, and then we have the hangman. I mean, I've told you many times, I felt like it was going to be like kind of like a scenery that was going to be kind of similar to like the way the royals get anointed, essentially, or coronated. There's somebody who comes in last second and say that they are the heir to the throne, and it delays the whole process. Kind of like that. But I don't know if something's physically going to happen, though. I think it's just timing. It's everything here. We have the Eight of Cups walking away, right? Whether or not that person's going to leave willingly. Ooh, this is the card for Trump on Inauguration Day. This is not a card you want at the challenge. So this is Trump walking away from the presidency. So maybe the challenge is a timing, and everything in timing is what needs to happen. That could be what that could be indicating. Then you have here the Knight of Wands, which is the new leadership card. But what is here in the picture that you guys don't see before? Well, it's a woman looking in a different direction, and she has the light, the holder of truth, the liberty, the woman of the light, right? This man had no fire, but he has growth, but his middle school growth doesn't grow in darkness, but only her light grows in darkness, right? That is the challenge here. So she is showing the light towards him while this man is not looking at her, but she's looking at him, but he's looking away and he's looking at the throne here. So the challenge is whether or not Trump is going to hold the position to power. Someone comes in here, so there's something coming in, maybe not being indivisible, but something could be coming in here. And then we have here the hangman upright. The hangman upright being something being cast. Right? This is behind the scenes. This is what the eyes see. This is what we don't see publicly. So we're not even going to know this. But we're not going to know anything regarding this. Now, what is common in terms of social media? Well, the first thing is we have the Sun card. This is normally a child. It's supposed to be a happy card. For me, it doesn't look like a happy card, the Sun card, because it kind of like the child is being terrified of the ocean. Or she realized they were charged in there for the first time, and the child definitely looked terrified, right? But it's really based on perspective here. Now, it's interesting that this card showed up here, because remember I told you my guys were talking about, oh no, I needed this card here. Right, this was not planned. Everything you guys saw me do this, right? The Sun card means revelation, reveal, something being shown to the light, something coming to the forward. Right? What is that? This is here. To reveal the stock market. So maybe there is some people talking about things on social media about things coming to the surface. Something that was hidden. Doesn't necessarily mean that, Trump is that Harris is coming in. Harris does not show up anywhere in the reading. So if that's what you're asking, doesn't show up yet. I haven't seen anything, any indicators here. We do have here, we do have the Biden-Harris administration, which is showing up here as the Lovers card. But this is also the masculine and feminine, the ability to be in the unison with the yin and yang, the masculine and the feminine. We have the snake here. This is entering into the year of the snake. This is very important because major events happen in the lunar year, the Chinese year of the snake. We're entering it starting January 29, 2025. So big things are happening in the year of the snake, and we're actually going to do a video specifically dedicated to it because, again, there's a lot of big things coming and we need to be talking about it. Now, we do have the betrayal card. So what is social media talking about? There's some sort of betrayal, some sort of shock here. Because remember, this is not a card that I said that Trump needs to have on his inauguration day, because it is the Princess of Swords. Now, this is the card that normally indicates Harris's card, but her energy doesn't seem to really be here. But there is a betrayal here that could come, and it could be due to the Hangman. The Hangman is not the card you want to have when it comes to Inauguration Day, because the last time I had a Hangman card for Donald Trump that was very significant on a very important day was January 6th, 2021, in regards to that reading, and that was not a very good day for Donald Trump indeed, because it uphold everything that everybody knew, right? That is that betrayal card. Now, what is this important here? So although this is the victory card and the woman reversed again, could we have the woman in reverse here twice? This could be indicated. Now, I don't think their house is in the picture here. I don't really see house in the picture. So if that's what you're thinking, despite the reveal, like I said, I'm not here to give you hope. I'm just here to tell you the energy and what I'm seeing. Hope only can reside in you. Here, the Queen of Cups reversed. It's kind of like the capping of something, like preventing something from happening because there's a limit to things happening. It's reversed, which means something has been uncapped. Something has been unleashed, right? When you have the lid upright, you have it closed. But when it's reversed, it means something has opened. Like the can of worms opened. Maybe possibly because this person comes in, something opened. And here we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, which is normally in the Rider-Waite Tarot card in the deck as somebody walking away. Right? But this is somebody who's not walking away. They're looking in sadness, but they're together in unison. They're not walking away. They're looking. That's what they're looking at. But this is social media here. Social media is telling me that something gets revealed possibly on social media. So that could be interesting as well, that, something is unleashed on this day. Something is going rampant, maybe because TikTok has been banned, which has been banned. I checked TikTok on the 18th, and my TikTok has been removed. But that means another social media platform could be revealing other things as well. You won't really know what that means yet. Now, here's the voters, right? This is the voters and the people coming together, making an agreement on who they want as the next leader. But this is the peaceful transfer of power. This is that peaceful transfer of power. And this is interesting because this card comes in for social media, but doesn't show up for Inauguration Day. Doesn't show up as the main reading for Inauguration Day, what we see out publicly, compared to what we see behind the scenes, which is the spy, essentially. Spy. Right? Here we have the Nine of Swords reversed, which is the Republicans just say no. Like that, possibly if something was to happen long term along the lines after Inauguration Day regarding the vote tallies or whatever, they were told to just say no to any opposition or any propriety that could have possibly opened up investigation. So they were already told to say no. Again, this video is just for life purposes only and for entertainment purposes only as well. Everything I say in this video is just for entertainment. Now, under here we have the Knight of Swords. We have the reverse King of Challenge, which is the King of Cups. This is the rough water, but the calm leader. This is a rough leader, but calm water. Right, that is kind of like what it felt like. Very calm, very peaceful. So there is going to be some sort of peaceful protest among people on this day for his inauguration. There will be peaceful protesting, but with a rogue leader is what I'm saying here. Now we have here the Ten of Cups here, which is my election day card. This is important because again we have the election day here with the voters coming into the polling booth, but specifically MAGA voters being held back by the dog, which is the loyalty, and them going off the cliff, them losing that loyalty. We have here the Ten of Cups here the Ten of Cups upright, which is through social media. And what do we see out on social media? We see elections or some sort of celebration. What is being celebrated? Please give me a color. I'm hearing the word pink. So what is being celebrated? We have here yes. So yes, so that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the word yes. So there is somebody saying yes. I think that is more so like a celebration of him being inaugurated. I think that people are outwardly working there. They're like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. This is exactly who we wanted. This is what we want. So there are going to be that energy and sensation among these people on social media saying, I'm so glad he's president now. You know, we got rid of the old man, not knowing that Trump himself is really old. Okay, these people are crazy. But that is what we're seeing here. This is behind the scenes. This is what's out in the open in the social media. And this is public legacy media. This is what's said in the legacy media. This is what's said on social media. And this is what's said behind the scene through the spy. Right? Now, let me see if I can get an overall image or picture here about what is happening. So we do have the reveal. We have the Lover's card, which is the Biden administration. We have here the spy, or the spy is down possibly, or maybe the spy ends. Maybe the spy is only for January 19th, or maybe the 20th, maybe not so much, because maybe this comes out, who knows. Here we have the Eight of Wands reverse, was telling me that this has to do with billionaires as well. So this is regard to billionaire, but a revelation, or seeing things from an earthly perspective, but not seeing it from an outwardly perspective. So this is seeing things from a smaller picture rather than a bigger picture. We have the Princess of Stories here, which is reversed, which by all means is not the card that you want to get on your inauguration, especially publicly for your inauguration day. This is your inauguration. This is what legacy media is telling us about. This is definitely not a card you want to see. What is social media telling you? There's some sort of betrayal, something coming in terms of betrayal. We have here is followed by the upright, the hanged man, which is telling me that is not a card that you want to have on your inauguration day, because that indicates trouble ahead. Physical trouble, even at fact. And that's the card that indicated January 6th. It could be another attempt on him. Could be seeing someone coming in for the attack, or possibility, or someone coming in regardless, whether it's an attack physically, or it could be something that it could be like damaging in some capacity. We do have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles comes in as somebody who is looking at the evidence, looking at the news. They're the loss here, but they're not walking away from it. And here is the Queen of Cups, which is the card that represented Harris for so long. But this is something that has been unleashed on social media that with no restriction or limitation. So this could actually be on Facebook, because Facebook is one of those social media platforms that has just now lifted up restriction regarding quote unquote censorship. Now underneath the Ace of Swords here, which is defeating the incumbent, but somebody coming in through as a reveal of something, that is something that's major to coming in as well. So that's why that comes in here. Now it's being challenged by the King of Pentacles, which is the Donald Trump card. But we have this big bird who is normally the bird that you'll see who delivers babies in that mythological story that people tell you, like when a child asks or how they were born, you get tell them how to birth, drop them off at mom and dad's house, and they took care of them and adopted. If that actually happened, no one actually would do that. I think that only half the population, or even less than half the population, would actually take in a child that isn't their own. Anyway, we do have the Eight of Cups, which means walking away. There is a victory or something being celebrated, or there's a walking away. Now, these are challenges to both the Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords, right? The ability for the Donald Trump presidency, which is the King of Pentacles, which is the challenge to both the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is trouble ahead, well, followed with the Ace of Swords, with somebody coming in, but time is of the essence, and this is him set to take powers, take office. This is the sideways, right? That's a challenge. We have here another challenge, it's a man walking away and people celebrating. Again, that is another card that is a challenge card to all that. And what is going in the opposite direction? This is heading towards the past. This is heading towards the future. So both the King of Pentacles and the challenge card, which is the Eight of Cups, is heading towards the future, which will be heading towards that Ace of Swords, which is the defeating of the incumbent and someone coming in with news. This is really the challenge to that news and whether or not the news can come out in time. This is going in the opposite direction. It's going towards the path, which is the Knight of Wands. This is the new leader. And you have the woman shining a light on the man, right? Lighting the way. The woman in darkness lights her way, better than the man who has slow progress with the wand, right? Here we have the Judgment card, breaking free, setting yourself free on Inauguration Day, so something gets set free. And the trumpet has already been announced, so there is some sort of light that comes through on Inauguration Day. Here we have the agreement between the people and the voter, and the peaceful transition of power, followed by the Five of Swords reversed, which is a smoky illusion or some sort of disillusionment, maybe possibly. I mean, the illusion that has been cast upon the people has been no longer an illusion that works anymore because people can see beyond the facade, right? Because the reason why this is significant, because when you look at this building that's burning, it kind of gives you like the ambiance of what's going on in LA. It's that type of distraction. Not saying it is a distraction. I'm not saying that to the people who actually lost homes, but I'm just saying it's in a metaphorical sense that is what that's indicating, and that people are looking, thinking that there's a storm coming, but really that's the illusion that they want to cast upon you, the storm. But they're telling you, look here, don't look there, kind of like thing. Now it's followed here by this Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody holding on, but there's loyalty. And this has to do with the dog. The dog sitting on Nancy Reagan's lap, but it feels like to me Republicans telling other people to just say no to things that don't benefit them, right? And it's being reversed, followed by the reverse on social media with the Nine of Swords reversed, which tells me people won't be just saying no, that they will be saying yes. This is kind of interesting how that stays on this card, even though that is for the election day. This also was accidentally placed here, but I think it's also coincidence enough that this says just say no, but people on social media say just say yes. And so there might be a quarrel, there might be disagreements between how politicians are voting compared to how the American people feel. So there might be disagreement in public policy or something in terms of something that is popular among the people but not popular among Congress. Now here we have it's the King of Cups reversed, which is indicated by a chaotic leader but through calmer waters, so the peaceful protests around him. Whereas when this is upright, it means a calm leader, but chaotic waters. Right, this reverse would tell me that this is going to be more of a neurological damaged individual who is chaotic. Now, following the last card here, or the last three cards, we have the Fool card, which is election night, right? People coming in, people not realizing that their loyalty is trying to hold them back, but they're willing to go off the cliff despite their loyalty, which is represented by the dog on election day. We have here the election day card here, which is represented by the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is indicating that there is something big that is going on, that there is some sort of celebration, but this has to do with Republicans celebrating, yes, he won, he won, he won, which is indicated by this card, which is represented here. Now, underneath all that, which is the social media, under this card here, which is behind the scene, what does the spy see? They see the transfer and investigation. Something comes out of thin air into fruition, manifestation. So something gets manifested into the physical after the inauguration. So, investigation, impeachment, something comes in, something gets looked into, which is why the Republicans were saying no to whatever it is that's happening, but something gets looked into sometime after that. Now, that's what I always said. That's always what I saw. And it seemed to be coming again exactly as I saw it. You know, we can't make this stuff up, quite literally. You cannot make this up. Wow, we're like an hour in already, but this is so informative. We are going to ask our last question right after I finish cleaning up everything, but essentially we are going to ask what is going on inside the inauguration room, because we're not allowed there, essentially. Well, a lot of you guys are not, even though you guys paid to go see the inauguration, which I think some of you guys did. Some of you guys paid to go do the protesting. And we're going to go take a quick look and quick dive in and see if maybe there is something that we're not seeing that is out in the open that might happen. So we're going to take that. Okay, so let's see. So I just got to put all these cards away because, wow. I might be using them to read again, so I don't want them to be all in together because that would just be like inaccurate readings. So that's not good. But you guys let me know what you think of today's video so far. Well, there is definitely someone coming in, that's for sure. I don't know exactly who's coming in, but somebody's coming in. And that's been pretty prevalent, that has been pretty consistent. So I've been getting that for a while, so I'm actually not surprised that we got that, honestly, but you know. But it kind of makes sense, though, the fact that the stories are kind of lined up together, both January 19th and the 20th. I do feel like the 21st is going to be more of a bigger day, so I guess on the 20th, I will read on, yeah, on the 20th, I'm going to read on the 21st and see what's happening on the 21st, because I feel like the 21st is bigger than the 20th. But I feel like the 19th is bigger than the 9th, or bigger than the 20th as well. I feel like the 20th is kind of like a minor day, like it's very, I don't know, it's weird. That's what I'm going to say, it's weird. It's not even like, it's not normal, is what I would say. Definitely not normal by any means. We'll see. Again, this is the year of the Pluto return, which means chaotic things, unexpected things, big changes happening. So, the fact that we have not yet experienced that is telling, because that means that changes can indeed occur, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. We're going to now ask and take a quick deep dive in what is going on behind the scenes on Inauguration Day. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I should do a separate video for that because I feel like this video might be too long for you guys. Try and keep them together. So tell me to do it all in one. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all the video in one big video. It might take a little bit to upload though. That's for sure. But that's okay. You guys can handle that, right? You guys can handle it. Alright. And I want to get this video out and uploaded. It's already past the 1 hour mark, so I'm sure it's going to take quite a bit to upload. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me about what is going on inside the inauguration, inside the Capitol, wherever they're doing the inauguration, which I don't even know where they're doing it. Wherever they're doing it inside for the inauguration for Donald Trump, the inauguration of Donald Trump, or what is going on that we see in regard to the day that he gets sworn in that room. What is going on in that room? Okay, hold on. What is going on in that room what is going on in that room in regards to Trump inauguration. Where Trump is getting inaugurated, what is going on in that room? What is going on in that room in regards to Trump getting inaugurated? Ooh, okay. First card out. Okay. Okay, next card. I'm being a little dramatic here, okay? If you haven't, like, when I slam the card down, if they weren't dramatic for you, then you ain't listening. Okay. What's the bottom of the deck? The White House. The Capitol. The Capitol. Okay, so this is what we see out in the open. This is what we see in this room. This is what we see in the room. What's the bottom of the card? The Tower card. With the Page of Wand. Okay, new leader. What is the top of the deck, actually? Ooh, Justice. We have Republican. This is Republican. We know that. We know it's Republican card. Well, you know. He's a Republican. That's my best answer. That's my best response for you guys. Okay, so let's see. This is the challenge to this card here. Again, this is only what was in the room now. This is what's going on in the room. This is not what's going on in anything else other than the room. I do kind of feel like the movie Clue right now. Like we're trying to figure out, okay, what happened in this room? Feels like that. Okay, so spirits and angels tell me from the eyes from inside the room of where the inauguration will take place for Donald Trump. Tell me what's going on from the eyes inside where the inauguration will be taking place in that room. The eyes inside where the inauguration is taking place. The eyes inside where the inauguration is taking place. Inside whatever building it is, whatever room it is, for Donald John Trump to be sworn in. Tell me. Okay, tell me this is all one day. So tell me this goes here. Okay, is the first and last one together or separate? Okay, tell me this go together here. And then final card here. Actually, no, this is the bottom deck. The bottom of the deck is, this is normally somebody going in from troubled water into smoother, calmer waters. Right? You can kind of see that. That's kind of what that means. It's reverse. Okay. What is the top of the deck? We have here betrayal. The 10 of Swords reverse, and it has somebody walking in. This is the woman. So again, like I said, you know how a lot of you guys been saying, oh no, there's a woman here? Not yet. Like I said, it's not yet. I don't see her in the readings at all. She hasn't really come through, except the administration aspect. She hasn't really came in. So, like I said, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's what I'm gonna say to you. All right. So again, this section here is what we see through the eyes of the spy. Right. This is the eyes inside the room, or the eyes inside. This is what this is, and this is what we see out publicly. This is what's going on in the room for Trump's inauguration. So far, I don't see any bad things. Last week, because I had no idea what I'm looking at. Just like a bunch of pictures until I started talking about random things and the story starts to form. So here we have the death card. The first card that you don't want to get, but also is a card that you do want to get, especially on Inauguration Day, because that means transition. That means transfer. That means rebirth. An ending of something and a start of a new. Right? A rebirth. A start of a new cycle. Right? So this is not a card you want, but also a card that you do want. It's very condescending. It's probably the word I would use. Now the final card is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, again, like I said before, the Seven of Swords is like kind of stolen. Right? He wasn't supposed to exactly be leader, but he managed to become leader. And how many swords is he getting? He's had exactly 5 swords in the guy's hand. 5 swords. Remember we kept talking about the number 5, the 5 of swords? The illusion being cast upon people and the people seeing through that illusion and seeing the disillusionment, the veil has ended. Kind of like that, like the veil is ended. So whatever kind of illusion that was being put up, the illusion is going to come crashing down. Reality is going to start to sink in, right? And this is kind of like in regard to a lot of things. And I think a lot of you guys are starting to feel that now. Now, what's also upright as well, which we have a lot of similar cards here, which kind of seem to be interesting. But the card that came out here is the Nine of Swords reversed, this is a card that you definitely want, but it's also interesting because this person is still sleeping very much. This individual is still sleeping, which this person is unaware about what is taking place. So someone is unaware of something. While this person has Nine of Swords here on the wall, this person manages to take 7, put 2 in the ground, but takes 5. So how many swords does this individual have out of 9? This person had 2 on the wall. 2 swords remaining. What did the 2 swords card mean? 2 swords card represents the decision card. Inability to make a complete decision. Right? I'm gonna do the math here, right? Stop in. Yeah, 9. That's a 2 of swords, right? This person is unaware. They're making subconscious decisions. But it's something that is subconscious. Something's going on in the subconscious mind here on Inauguration Day. This is what we see in the public. We have the Devil card. The Devil card is the reverse, which means it's interesting because we talked about in the previous reading on the 20th. It's the breaking of the chain. The chain is broken. Something is broken here. Something breaks. Like it's the chain. It's again, that's freedom. We talked about that freedom, the release of fresh air, the freedom to breathe, essentially. But it also feels like in some way there's a lack of burden. Like the burden has been lifted in some capacity. The burden has been lifted in some way. Like the chains has been broken. The veil has been opened. People illusion that has been cast upon them. They were able to see beyond that veil. And one of the challenges to, I think this card, one of the 2 cards had the challenge cards here. I don't remember. But we have is the bottom of the card here. I think it's actually this card. Can I pick up that card? This is the troubled water, right? Again, we have that card come in, right? Movement from troubled to calmer water is sideways. This is heading towards the past, right? So the past was us moving into smoother, calmer waters, right? Coming out of a major problem of the Trump presidency, going into a calmer presidency and kind of getting those things fixed. Now we're heading towards the opposite, right? This is going towards the past, right? This is the past, this is the future. What is the next card that comes in? We also had attacks, right? Domestic terrorism. We also had a lot of attacks on the country. Up until the very point, we had a lot of major issues coming. Now, what's coming towards the future? We have the light. Something being revealed in darkness. Remember we talked about that Donald Trump is the one who ushered in the new age of darkness and of light. When there's darkness, there's a light that comes with it. And here we have is what is also coming. In the future, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is interesting because it means looking at something. Something's being looked at. So something is being looked at. There's going to be a snowball effect eventually where something gets looked at in terms of the unburdening and unchaining of something. So this is regard to the inauguration. We're seeing something get unburdened in some way. And the chain gets broken. Something gets broken. And it's like a release of something. Something gets released. We'll see. We'll understand what that means come the day. Maybe, hopefully, we can be able to decipher it. But I don't necessarily know if that can be something that could really illuminate it. Let me see if I can get this card here. Let's see. So we're seeing the color yellow. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of yellows. Let's look for a yellow card. Okay, they're telling me to use this one. Okay, so I guess we're using the same card then. The same special day and it's reverse. So I guess this is special day. So this is talking about the 19th, I guess. And then what other card? Oh, we don't have a green. Is this card right? Okay, so this card was reversed. We have collapse. It's reverse. And that goes here. So this is like the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands upright is like the indication of the White House or Congress. There is an indication to me that tells me democracy doesn't collapse in the way that you would think. It does not collapse. Like I said, there was a lot of hope there when I read on the situation regarding inauguration and the United States democracy long term. It was a very positive message, and yeah, no, there is no collapse. So you can rest assured that that is going to be happening. Yeah, it's going to be more maybe a fascist style democracy, but democracy itself is still going to be intact in some formality. Its foundation might change and shake, but its original founding will still be a part of American history. Now, underneath of that card, what's behind the scenes here? What did the spy see? The spy sees. What did the spy see? I'm hearing reveal, but let's see. We're gonna use a white card for this one. White. What is the white card? It says here all one. I'm hearing all but none. All but none. That's what I'm gonna say. All but none. So that is what this means. All but none. What does that even mean? What does that mean? They're telling me I need a yellow card. So they're telling me that further amplifies and further clarifies what is being said here. So let's see what this yellow card. Now actually they're like, no, take that pink card. I'm like, okay, we'll take this pink card. Says the next word is no. No. No and all none. All but none is what I'm hearing. So no and all but none. This is interesting because this is behind the scenes. This is what the spy sees, right? The inside eyes, the eyes from inside. We have here, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And Eight of Pentacles reversed is interesting because it's building up a statue. What is a statue? A statue is something that is immobile but a memorialization of something, memorizing something, sitting down and remembering something of the past. Right? This is reverse here. It's saying that this is something of the future. This is something that has not happened. So this is kind of like talking about the morality of it. Right? Because here, all but none, no. No, the all but one, what does that mean? They're telling me we'll see when the time comes, but right now we're not. I don't know what it means. Here we have, on Inauguration Day, what's behind the scene, what did the spy see? We have here the angel being blocked. So something gets blocked from the angel to the goodness, the good people coming in. But what did the angel have that's being blocked? So the wand is blocking the angel, right? But what does the angel have that they don't? Well, she has an arrow. And an arrow is a weapon nonetheless. But that could be something that could be used against them. Yeah, because the arrow is not indicated here on his chair. It's not here. So that's interesting. But that is what that's indicating to me here. So it's the angel that's coming in, right? And you have this man and woman who are arguing in the background. See that in the background here. Let's see. Kind of see them arguing in the background. So that is heading towards the future. Oh, actually, this is upright. That is upright. My apologies. That is upright. Then what are the challenges? Well, the challenges to this is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is reversed here as well. So this is indicating to me here that there is a lack of tranquility in terms of an emotional aspect. So there is something behind the scenes that is not as equally balanced as one may have thought. Something is not equal in the behind the scenes regarding the good trying to come through, but something being blocked, something blocking the good, and somebody arguing in the background. And here we also have here followed by the Emperor, right? This is the trump card here, the Emperor. And this is the Tortoise, something being very slow. Something is slow in terms of its movement. But look who's looking here. Look who's looking at the Emperor. It's the man in the chair where women are looking. But it's reversed, right? It's the illusionment, the empowerment of the patriarchy among women. It's the failure of his inability to control women, right? And I'm not saying women as in a way of like man versus women. It's more so the feminine energy of the women versus the patriarchy. That's why that comes in here, slowness. There's something coming in, but it's taking a very slow time processing. Now, although we have this guy here in the Seven of Swords here, which is indicated here in the physical, what we do see out in the open, this is what's going on behind the scenes. This is the Seven of Swords, and it also shows up here. So, I mean, while this is taking place here, this doesn't take place until here, in terms of his placement, in terms of how and where the spy is positioned in the period of time in which it's taking place. So this is the statement of storage, right? He's rushing, he's trying to sneak his way over, but he's still looking behind him, not looking what's ahead of him. And what's ahead of him? It is the capital. Right, so he's not looking at the capital. So whoever is represented here, this person's not looking at the capital, they're looking at each other. Right, because this guy is looking this way, looking towards the past, this guy is looking towards the future. But this guy does not see a capital, but this guy does. Well, this guy doesn't even see the capital because he's looking in this direction, looking at that guy, and that guy is looking at him. And that guy sees the capital, but this guy does not. Interesting, because that means somebody is not looking in the right direction, but someone out in the open publicly is looking in the right direction. It's almost like it's an illusionment. So here, this person's looking at the capital, but this person's not even looking at it. And this is behind the scenes. This is what the spy sees, but this is what we don't see. We see this. We see this person looking at the capital, but this is what we really don't see, not is them not actually looking at the capital. I know that was a little confusion. Hopefully I cleared that up a bit. Now underneath here we have that 9 of swords reversed, followed by the troubled water, going into troubled water, followed by this card here, which is the pushback. And then we have followed by the lightness and the dark, and then something getting looked at. And this is again someone looking back or something. This here, which is interesting as well, because this individual is looking not the capital. This person is looking ahead, which is this person is looking at Inauguration Day. This person is looking back at what took place on the special day or the non-special day, which would be January 19th. So this individual is looking back at January 19th, looking about what happened on January 19th, while this individual on January 19th is thinking about what happened and what's going to happen for them on January 20th. So that could be really interesting as well, that there is a look back or a flashback. So there's two different perspectives of this individual going into January 20th thinking about one way of things happening, but behind the scene, this individual, when they get to this point on the 20th, they are now looking about what happened on the 19th and led them to where they are now. That could be what that could be indicating. And this is all happening today roughly because today is the 19th. We are about 24 hours until we really find out what happened. So here we have the Fool card, and the Fool card is upright and under the Death card, the Devil card. And this here is breaking up the chain. This is what we see out in the open, the breaking of the chain, the unburness, and something getting broken. Here we have the Fool card. What does the Fool card not see? Right, he's being lucky. He's not understanding what's taking place in front of him. What's taking place in front of him is the volcano, the eruption. Something gets erupted around this point. The unburness, something no longer being held back. What happens when you hold something back? That change, right? It wants to let go. And the more you hold it back, the more power and fuel to escape that, escape the chains, escape the restriction. For example, think about like an earthquake, right? Think about California, right? The California had the San Andreas fault line. It has not erupted, right? The longer it takes for it to erupt causes a problem because essentially when it does erupt, it magnifies its a force. Its seismic activity and energetic force is so huge, this probably won't be registered by the Richter scale. And that's what I've been saying constantly in my reading. But we're going to be touching on it in another video. But I'm using that as an example that, it's not paying attention to what's in front of you, and there's something getting erupted, and you're willing to walk off the cliff, essentially. That's what that's indicating. You have the little wolf in the background, the howling, this guy just walking off the cliff like he's not paying attention. And there's something gets exploded. And here, what's interesting here, this card is now upright. This, when we were reading on the 19th, we had a leader, a chaotic leader, and we had smooth, calm water, like peaceful protest. Here, now we have it upright, which tells me peaceful leader, massive protest, something big happening on the 20th. And then we have here almost like a tidal wave. It looks like a tidal wave. This feels like the tidal wave. And we have the little dolphin, and you have Noah's Ark coming in. Noah's Ark, the revelation of something you know, something that has been long coming. I don't know if something big is revealing on this day, but it could be the subtle indication because it is behind the scenes and it does not look like it's public. But there's that. Someone willing to stand by and take the blame, and the tsunami that's coming is going to hit them head on. This is the Biden card normally. The card that's on the bottom of the deck here for the inside, the eyes inside essentially. This is the Six of Swords reverse. This is also a card that came up in the previous video regarding January 20th. This is anything that's happened inside the room. This is the Six of Swords reversed, and the Six of Swords reversed is interesting because the Six of Swords is telling me here that, okay, so although this one is upright, it means going to smoother, calmer waters, despite the eye, this is reversed, which tells me we've gotten into trouble, which means there will be something that's happening in the room behind the scene that causes some sort of trouble, maybe just stuck in guessing, stuck in thinking. And what's on the top of the deck here? We have that Ten of Swords here. Reversed is the Betrayal card. And what's after the Betrayal card? We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting because this is normally it's normally the card that indicates to me line of succession. That's normally what that card indicates to me. And then what's the next card that comes after that? We have here, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, holding on to power forever. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. And here we have the Two of Swords reversed. We talked about the Two of Swords in the same reading. Here it is, it shows up finally. And it is reversed. The decision has been made because this white horse comes in. Maybe the white horse already came in. Because remember, it came up in the 19th. Right? The white horse, the man in the victory, Ace of Swords card. And also in the January 20th card. So anyway, that is all I'm getting. Let me see if I can pull one final color here. See if maybe we can get additional message for the clarification. And then we'll finish off the reading. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Show me a card. This one. We have here Great Shaking. Great Shaking is reversed. So, Great Shaking. Okay. What's shaking? Don't tell me it's me. Can I match working? I'm making a little joke, guys. I don't know if that went over any of your heads. Or maybe you take it offensively. It's just me, you know, shaking the booty. I'm messing with you. Okay, so it's telling me this card. I don't know what card this is, but it's telling me to stop here. That one card. We have your president. Okay. So it could be maybe no shaking of the president because it was reversed. So there might be not shaking of the president, or it could be a major shaking of the president. Because again, remember I said the major colors are what's it called? The major colors are major colors, like big. These are not minor. These are big. Okay, so Spirit Angel will tell me for the clarification. Is this in regards to the possibility that there could be a major shakeup regarding the presidency? Again, I can't even see those. Do you guys see those? But from my end, I see those. Nothing. So just to make sure you guys know that. Okay, they tell me right here. We have here ruined. Ruined reverse. Okay, what did they ruin exactly? We have here happiness reverse. So they ruined somebody's happiness. Okay. So tell me this card. I never used this, I've never done this before. We have here loser reverse. So they ruined somebody's happiness who was the winner. Okay. So that's probably Trump. Trump and Vance. So Trump and Vance's happiness is ruined in some way. What is this card? Is this the card? Okay, they tell me to use the pink one in front of it. We have here guilty. So somebody is innocent. Okay, and who exactly is innocent in this? So the one after, they tell me to use the pink card after this. Yellow card, so what color is that? Here, pink. Okay, and what does this say? Because I have no idea. We have here SCOTUS. Okay, Supreme Court, okay. Is it this one or is this the one behind? Okay, tell me the one behind. We have here ballast. The ballast reversal for something regarding the SCOTUS revolving around something that not involving the ballot. So maybe it could involve the ballot, but it might be something other than the ballot, which it could be indicating why the ballots are reversed here. Right there. And then this will be the last card. We have here good prevailed. Okay. That's what we're going to leave off on. And what's the bottom of the deck? Evil prevailed. And what is the top of this? We have reveal. Okay. We'll see what happens. Alright, guys. I love you. Have a good night. And I will see you all in the next video. Until next time, I love you and have a great night. And you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video. I know it's a longer one than usual, but nonetheless, it is very important. Until next time, guys, I love you and have a good night. Peace out. Again, like I said many times, many things could be happening, and the energies are definitely big. This is the year. This is the lunar year of the snake. Major thing changes in the snake, and also not to mention, the United States is in its Pluto return at its peak this year. So things are about to change. Unexpected things are about to happen. If it's just one of those unexpected things, it would happen. Alright, guys. I love you. Have a good night. Peace.